Hello my gorgeous lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I have some terrible news. Do you guys want to know what it is? I have entered my reading slump era. I know, don't cry, it's okay. It's really okay. It is January 10th. No, it is February 10th, and I have not completed a single book yet. And I didn't read any books at the end of January either. So I am in a reading slump. I haven't read in like 2 weeks. I'm actually very upset about it. So this video is dedicated to me getting out of this reading slump that I'm in. To get right into it, the first book that I'm gonna be starting in today's video is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. And you might be thinking, Morgan, why are you going into a fantasy book when you're literally in a reading slump? And to that I answer, because I want to. No, but for real, I thought it would just be easy to go into a world where I'm already invested in. Crown of Midnight is the third book in the Throne of Glass series, so I figured going into a world where I'm already invested, already know most of the characters, that it would be easy for me to get through and I wouldn't just be suffering through it. So this is the first book that I'm gonna start off the video with.
It's Christmas Day.
You know who is coming. A unit of the small barrier helps prevent up to 1% of the
Leave it to Sarah J. Maas to blow your mind in the last sentence, in the last couple sentences. I need a second. Hi guys, it is the next day and I did finish Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas yesterday, as you guys obviously saw. I just honestly don't even know what to say about this book. I ended up rating it a 4 out of 5 stars because the ending did it for me. Like, that was insane. I'm kind of speechless right now. So obviously I can't tell you guys what this book is about because it is the third in the series in the way that I am reading it. I can't tell you what it's about because obviously it's in the middle of a series. But all I will say is that the ending was literally like I can't. Like, I literally can't. The beginning, I was kind of just like bored. And then the last 100 pages came in and I was falling out of my seat, shocked. So 4 out of 5 stars for this. That's all I'm really gonna say. And then right now I'm also reading The Good Part. I forgot who it's by, but I'll put a picture on the screen. And I'm really liking this book. I'm not even 100 pages in yet, so my views could change, but I did suspect going in this book that I was really going to love it, because if you guys didn't see my recent video of book shopping where I bought this book, it's about this 26-year-old girl. She's in this really rough part of her life. She is having trouble paying the bills. She is having trouble finding guys. Her best friend's gonna move out of the apartment and they've always lived together. So she's like, I'm like in a tough spot in my life. So she goes and she finds like this wishing machine type thing and she wishes to get to the good part of her life, hence the name of the book. And then she wakes up the next day and she is literally in her 40s, has 2 kids, and she's like, wait, how did I literally get here? That's what that book's about. And it sounds really interesting, and there are like movies based on like this type of story. I think there's a movie called Big and then a movie like 13 Going on 30 where this type of thing happens, and I love those 2 movies. Something about the storyline just gets me every time. So I assume that I'm really gonna love this book, and I am really liking it so far. We will see what I end up rating it. I want to low-key finish it today, which is a big feat, I feel like, when you're in a reading slump. Trying to read basically a whole book in one day is a lot, so. Also, I really quickly just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the support on 2 of my videos that got a few thousand views. I absolutely love all of your guys' comments. I've been getting a few subscribers, quite a few subscribers, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much for subscribing. Also, all of your guys' comments are literally making my heart melt. The fact that you guys are loving my videos and giving me positive feedback, and just telling me some videos you'd like to see, or just being like, hey, I'm your whatevereth sub and I love your content or whatever, like, it makes my heart absolutely melt. And I feel like putting it into words doesn't even describe how much gratitude I feel, because I'm like starting to get teary-eyed because I can't. Okay, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your support. I just genuinely never thought that people would like to watch my videos, and I know that I don't have I'm still like a small YouTuber. I don't have an insane amount of subscribers or anything, but even if I had one person that watched my videos, like, that is I'm so grateful for that other people actually watch me and appreciate what I'm saying, appreciate my videos, maybe find comfort in it. I don't know. I just wanted to say a quick thank you. And I could go on and on, but I'm just so grateful. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna keep reading. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I can't. I'm crying at this book right now. I'm like halfway through. So I already told you guys what the book was about in the last clip, and literally, so she goes 16 years into the future, right? And right now she's seeing her parents for the first time ever after going forward 16 years and not seeing them, and I cannot. I can't. This book has so many deeper messages in it. So for example, coming to terms with the fact that you are getting older every single day, and to miss out on just one single day could have a huge impact on your life. And this girl in this book, I don't know why I can't remember her name, Lucy, is missing out on 16 years of her life. And she's realizing that she's missing out on 16 years of her friends' lives, 16 years of her maybe meeting her husband, her and her kids' lives, her missing out on her parents' lives. I can't, literally can't say it out loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is so funny to me. What I was gonna say is, at least for me, is that obviously I've been getting older, and the fact that I've just recently turned 21 is like kind of insane to me, and I've just been thinking like, wow, I'm getting old. But I feel like, at least for me and for some other people that I've seen, we forget that as we're getting older, that our parents are getting older too. Since I've been born, my dad has aged 21 years too. So not only is it hard to come to terms with that you're getting older, but it's hard to come to terms with that your parents are getting older, and that's heartbreaking. That's it. That's what's happening in the story right now. She's seeing her parents for the first time, and she, in the book, realized that she got older, and she had kind of come to terms with that, and then seeing her parents and how much they have changed and stuff is just really getting me right now.
You've been paying rent here in my head, tried to fight it off, tried to hold.
Also, the book slump was book slumping earlier. I literally was on my phone for like an hour and a half doom scrolling through TikTok. If you don't know what doom scrolling is, it's basically where you're just sucked into your phone and you just can't stop scrolling. And I was like, I need to read my book, but I don't want to. So the book slump was book slumping earlier, but this book is doing it for me right now. Like, it is making me feel feelings that a 5-star, 6-star book makes me feel. I said it. I was gonna say I'm low-key loving it, but I'm high-key loving it. I literally can't with this book. It's literally so beautiful. It's literally such a beautiful story. It's the next day, and I did finish The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. This is what it looks like, by the way. I don't know if I've ever showed you the cover, but this is it. I absolutely loved this book. Like, you guys have to go read it. Every single person on earth should go read this book. It has so many deeper meanings, and I think I already said that, but it teaches you like a big life lesson not to wish your life away. Like, live in the moment, go through and embrace what you're going through, no matter if it's good or bad, and just live in the moment, because we are so lucky to be alive, and other people do not get the opportunity to be alive or be the age that I am right now, even though I'm only 21. Like, lots of people don't even get that opportunity, so just be thankful for the time that you have. And this book, it has so many other messages and stuff. It was so good. Like, I'm speechless. It was heartbreakingly beautiful. I feel like that's the perfect way to describe it, is heartbreakingly beautiful. Can you guys tell what I rated this? 5 stars. Am I out of my book slump? Or did this put me further into it? I guess we'll see with the next book that we end up reading. I will say for this book, I know I already told you guys what it is about, but I will say that there aren't like spicy scenes in this book, but there's like closed door. So definitely for like an older audience to read this book. And also I think the older you are, probably the more this would resonate with you if you guys want to read this, but it's so good, and it's so short, and it's so impactful. Okay, I'm done talking about this. 5 out of 5 stars for The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. I literally cannot. It's so good. Please go read it, guys. If you hear anything from me ever, it's to go read this book right here. This book is going right on to my favorite shelf. I'm slowly making this little corner over here in my room my favorite shelf. There's a lot of books that I haven't quite read yet, but actually quite a few. But I have the whole Magnolia Park series over here because I feel like I'd love it. I really did enjoy Fourth Wing, not a complete favorite of mine, but I put Fourth Wing and Iron Flame there because I thought they looked cool together. This is the first book that got me started into reading. And then obviously the second one, I haven't read that yet. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Haven't read. I love ACOTAR. I'm on the 3rd book right now. Haven't read, but I know this is going to be a favorite, and I'm waiting until the summertime to read it because it's literally called Beach Read. The 7-Year Slip, one of my absolute favorite books ever. And then Throne of Glass, obviously, I love this series too. And then 1,000 Boy Kisses is one of my favorite books ever. And then, I don't know. So I'm sticking this here. Perfect. I feel like I'm kind of out of my reading slump right now, but the problem is picking another book to read to test that theory and make sure it's accurate. So I have to pick another book to read. So I'll see you guys when I've picked one. I'm gonna be starting Everything, but ow, my neck just cracked. I recently bought this in my bookshop with me video. I'm just starting this because I feel like when you're in a reading slump, you need a book that's gonna make you feel something. And that's exactly what The Good Part did for me. It made me feel things. It made me like cry a bit. It made me upset and sad with the characters, whatever. Happy with the characters. So I've heard that Everything is a really sad book. Let's read her, see if she can make me cry. The only thing is about reading like sad books and books that make you feel when you're in a reading slump is that sometimes it can get you further into your reading slump because it just makes you feel so much that no other book can compare. So we're just gonna hope that this does not make me feel that way. Also, let me know, guys, if you want me to make a video on book recommendations to get you out of a reading slump, because I've been thinking about doing it, but I'm not like 100% sure. And I have a few recommendations that you guys might like to have if you guys are in a reading slump like me right now. Hi guys again. I didn't update you while I was reading this book actually, but I just finished it earlier today. Honestly, I didn't update you guys because I didn't have my camera at Ben's house, and I basically read this in just a sitting. I read like 45 pages of it before work yesterday, and then today I just sat down and completely read the rest of this book. It is only about like 300 pages, so nothing like crazy like 500 pages or anything, but super duper quick read here. It is basically about this girl named Maddie, and she's the main character in this book. And then there's a little, not little, but there's a guy named Ollie in this as well, and he's the main male character in this book. And basically Maddie is 18 years old and she has never left her house before because she's allergic to literally everything. She has a disease called SCID. I don't 100% remember what SCID stands for, but it basically means that she's allergic to everything, and if she goes outside, she could experience one of her triggers and it could literally kill her instantly. Really, the only two people she's ever interacted with in her life is her mother and then her nurse named Carla. Ollie, the main male character, moves next door to them and she sees them out the window, and again, she can't do anything but look out her window, and then he sees her through the window and they start talking online and stuff. This is a romance book. They're gonna find some way to talk to each other. And it basically kicks off from there. It honestly goes through a whirlwind of events and things that happen in this book. And I feel like this is a really, really good book if you just wanna sit and binge a book really quick, because one, the writing is huge on the page. And two, a lot of the chapters are like this. But the chapters are like this. Like that's an email. Like they're really, really short. There was just a picture there. It's just a really bingeable book. I ended up rating this a 3 out of 5 stars because I felt like it was good for what it was. It was very, very YA, like very young adult, and I personally love young adult books. This one was super young adult, and I know I said last time I talked to you guys that I thought this book was super duper sad. Spoiler alert. It's not. We'll do a quick little wrap up really quick. The first book I read in the video was Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I think I ended up rating this a 4 out of 5 stars or a 4.25 out of 5 stars. I'll put it somewhere on the screen because I can't remember what I rated it. But this was a super duper good book at the end. At the beginning, I was like, can this be over? But again, this is a video to get me out of my reading slump. So then coming off that really big crazy ending, we went into the good part. That was a 5 out of 5 stars. Such a good book to go into after reading something with a crazy ending after Crown of Midnight and just wanting to go into the next book in the series. The good part, it will have a special place in my heart. You guys saw me go through all the emotions while reading it, and it teaches you so many life lessons and has such a deeper meaning to it than just the story. And I really, really appreciate it. It kind of reminds me of the 7-Year Slip, and I can't really justify why I think it reminds me of the 7-Year Slip other than it just gives me those vibes. So if you guys liked the 7-Year Slip, I have a feeling you guys would like The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. So go check that out if you're in like a book slump or a book hangover. And then of course the last book, Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. You guys just heard what I had to say about this, so I won't go on, but 3 out of 5 stars for this one. It was good for what it was. And that's all the books that I'm going to be reading in today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos, commenting. I absolutely love talking to you guys, and I love that there are people watching my videos. Like, it makes me so happy. If you guys want to see what I'm doing at other places on the internet, you can follow me. My socials are below. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one.